I I put my 500s in the rack just like before, and I went out and I gingerly touched the girl's hand as she was paying the next person after me, and I said, "Excuse me, honey, you made a mistake. I'm betting $500 chips there." And I smiled at her. I gave her a goofy smile like this, right? Because I was going out of my way not to be obnoxious or not to be, aggressive. And she looked down at the chips like this. She looked up and she looked up at me, and she said, "Take it down the road, jerk off." Okay. Take it down the road, jerk off. I mean, I was shocked. Because after what just happened before that at the MGM, this was just going to be another easy payoff. And this little girl, the last thing I expected to hear was "take it down the road, jerk off." But that's what she said. Now, I'm a novice. I had all this confidence, but I'm still a novice. And, this is my first negative situation. So, I really didn't know what to do. Okay. But Joe is on the other side of the table now, giving me a chin. We had our own language. A chin meant everything's okay. A nose meant no. So he's giving me a chin, which is telling me to fight for the money now. So I said, because the girl was saying that wasn't there, you bet $15. Now she said you bet $15, meaning me, right? She had no idea that it was somebody else who made the bet, but she was sure there was only $15 there. And I said, no, you didn't. You made a mistake. I bet two 500s and five. I bet $1,005. Look at all the $500 chips I had in my rack. And she said, I don't care what you have on a rack. You only bet $15, right? And I